It feels really good to be sitting down at this microphone again. There was a moment not too long ago when I realized how much I missed the space here, right? Not just the recording part of it, but the connection that happens here. The chance to step back for a minute from the busyness of the day and talk honestly about teaching and students and about the work that we care so deeply about. Hi, I'm Cindy, and this is the Community Effect Podcast. On this show, we talk about all things teaching and learning, from building authentic relationships to creating a classroom culture where students thrive. We dig into mindset, motivation, engagement, and behavior, because real classroom success isn't just about lesson plans, it's about the community you build. These are conversations for teachers who want more than to just survive. And these are strategies for educators who are ready to take their community to the next level. This is the Community Effect Podcast. While you've noticed that things have been a little bit quiet for a bit, and I want to thank you for staying connected. If you're new and this is your first time finding this podcast, I'm really glad that you're here. And the truth is that stepping away for a season wasn't an easy decision for me. This podcast matters a lot to me. These conversations matter to me. But sometimes life has a way of reminding us that we can't carry everything at the same time. And honestly, teachers, we understand this probably better than most people. There are seasons in teaching when everything feels balanced. Your routines are working, your classroom feels steady, lessons are actually landing the way you hoped they would. And you leave at the end of the day and you think, yeah, this was a good day. But then there are other seasons, right? The ones where you look at everything on your plate and it's like your students, your responsibilities, and all these things are happening in your personal life, and you realize that something has to shift for a little while. You can only focus on so many things, and you need to focus on what matters most. And that is the season that I found myself in. So, over the past several months, there have been some personal challenges happening with my family that required a lot more of my time and my presence. My husband, Rick, has been dealing with some ongoing medical issues. And actually, this week, we finally are going to have an answer to that. He's going to have a surgery that we hope will take care of things. So we know we still have a long road ahead of us, but at least we've got some answers. And at the same time, I was also spending a lot of time working with an incredible district and a cohort of teachers where we were digging deeply into the work of professional learning communities. And I have to say, that work, it meant a lot to me too. Being with these teachers in those conversations and watching them think deeply about their work, supporting one another in growing their practice, it reminded me of why I care so deeply about supporting educators. Because when teachers commit to learning together like they are, it changes what's possible for kids. And that's so stinking important. So, in all of this, there just came a point where I had to be really honest with myself and understand that I couldn't give the attention to everything in the way that it deserved at the same time. And so I had to pause and ask myself where my energy needed to be the most during that season. And for a little while, that meant stepping back from this podcast, not because it wasn't important to me, but because there were other things in my life that actually were requiring my attention. And as things began to settle down, I found myself, thinking about this work again and getting really excited, realizing how much I wanted to reconnect with this community. And this is where also like a few ideas started popping out and taking shape. One of the things I'm really excited about is that the Community Effect podcast is expanding to YouTube. Now, don't worry. You still are going to be able to listen to it the same way that you always have, whether that's in your car or on a walk or while you're getting ready for the next day. But you also have an option to watch the conversation and experience the show in a whole new way. I'm really excited about this shift because it opens another way for us to connect and grow this community of educators who care so deeply about kids and our teaching practices. The other project that I've been working on, and this one has been on my heart for a really long time actually, is the creation of a free membership space for teachers. Because the truth is, so many educators are trying to figure out how to build strong classroom communities largely on their own. And if you're searching for ideas or experimenting with strategies, trying to create classrooms where students feel connected and ready to learn, there may not always be a place where you can talk it through or ask questions, or maybe even learn alongside other educators. So, this membership space is really about creating that kind of support. Inside the community, there'll be resources and ideas and practical tools that are designed to help you build those classroom communities that thrive. And my hope that this is something that would become a space for educators to come to and feel connected with the work. You see, when classroom community is strong, something powerful happens. Students begin to feel like they belong, relationships deepen, learning becomes more meaningful because students are feeling safe enough to engage and take those risks and grow. And teachers, we feel that difference too. Our work becomes more purposeful, the classroom feels more connected, and the day-to-day experience of teaching, well, it starts to feel lighter. It's the reason why this podcast exists in the first place. So, as we step back into this next chapter of the podcast, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being a part of the community and for the work that you do with students every day. And thank you for allowing this space to be a part of your journey as an educator. I am so stinking excited to be back. And if you'd like to stay connected, there are a few ways that you can continue this conversation with me. You can follow the podcast like you would on your platforms. So make sure you like it so that you don't miss any future episodes. You can head over to YouTube and subscribe to the Community Effect podcast channel. And if you're interested in connecting with other educators around this work, you can also check out the free teacher membership community. And I'll be sure to include a link in the show notes that you can explore when you're ready. And if no one's told you today, what you do matters and you matter. I am so excited to have you here on the Community Effect podcast. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.